Good day, everyone. So this is a short correction video, no, for our last synchronous session, which we did last Friday, no. Um, we have some small corrections, or we have some corrections. We have some corrections for the two cases, the last two cases that we did, no, which was case 8 and case 9. So case 8 is just to refresh your memory, no, case 8 is um trying to find the confidence interval for which where your true variance lies. Tapos yung case 9 naman is trying to find the confidence interval for which the true ratio between two variances lies, no. Okay, so let's start with yung case 8 example muna natin, and this is just a small na correction, no. For case 8, um, for me to explain this, let's remember first yung itsura ng isang chi-squared na graph, no, or chi-squared distribution. And this applies for the F distribution as well, no. So if you remember, yung distribution natin looks something like this, no? Wherein yung leftmost natin is 0 as opposed to yung normal distribution where 0 is located at the dead center, no? Tapos, if you remember, pag normal distribution, dead center siya and symmetric siya around that 0 line, no? Pero in chi-square distribution, so 0 and it moves positively to the right, no? Where you can get your different chi-squared values. So if that's the case, then yung left tail value natin will always be smaller than the right tail value, no? And that makes a lot of sense since the leftmost side is your 0 point. Okay, so if the left tail is smaller than the right tail, and since these are this equation is written as yung chi-square natin is at the denominator, then hindi nagme-make sense na yung left tail natin is or this term is actually the lower limit, no? And this term is the upper limit because remember nasa denominator sila. So ibig sabihin kung maliit yung value ng denominator, dapat mataas tong value ng term na to. Similarly, uh, if malaki yung denominator mo dito, then dapat itong buong term na to is smaller than this term. Okay? So actually, ang gagawin lang natin is babaliktarin lang natin. No? So no changes to the equation. It's just that babaguhin natin yung limits. No? Kasi if you look at it, yung lower limit natin, if you look at this now, 0.95, this is greater than 0.13. So hindi nag-make sense na yung confidence interval natin is from 0.95 to 0.14. So dapat baliktad siya, no? This is actually the upper limit and this is the lower limit. Okay? So, ito, let me just, magiging 0.14 to 0.95 siya. And ito, this also doesn't make sense, no? Dapat 0.14 dito, 0.95. Okay? So, sa case 8, medyo small corrections lang siya, no? So, ang changes na ginawa lang natin is that, or ang correction na ginawa natin is, pinagbaliktad lang natin yung left tail and right tail, no? So, the right tail na chi-squared should be in this term, in the left-hand side of the inequality, while the right tail term should be at the, or sorry, the left tail term should be in this, should be the denominator for this term here now. Okay? So again, small correction lang. Okay, but for the case 10 example na medyo mas malaki yung correction na kailangan natin gawin. So, if you remember yung F distribution natin is almost the same as your chi-square distribution, no? And this formula should look almost the same as this formula right here, no? Wherein yung tabular value natin should be at the denominator. Okay? So, I made an error na hindi ko na nakalimutan ko yung 1 over, no? So, actually, ito dapat dapat lalagyan natin ng 1/FLT. So, dapat ito siya. Oh, sorry. Labas natin. Dapat itong value na to should be this one here. Tapos, itong value na to should be this value here, no? Ito. Oh, oh, medyo mali. Okay. Medyo piniki kasi itong ano, no? Equation editor. But we'll manage, no? Okay. So, parang ganyan siya. So, ito pinalitan ko na yung mga ano, no, instead of ones and twos, ginawa ko na lang ends and ds, no, para mas madali natin matandaan na numerator and denominator yung ibig natin sabihin dito. Okay? So, so instead of multiplying, dapat dinivide natin siya, no? Tapos, similar dito sa chi-square wherein yung left tail natin is smaller than your right tail, and therefore, dapat baliktad yung limits, no? Kung nasaan si right tail, siya dapat yung nasa lower limit since nasa denominator siya, making the term smaller, no? And likewise, si left tail should be at the upper limit since denominator siya, and a smaller value at the denominator will yield a larger overall value for the term, no? So ito, this should be RT, this should also be LT, no? Okay? So, this now becomes, itong numerator naman si components dataset 2, tapos si dataset 1 is now the denominator. Okay? And we've also noted in class na pag binaliktad mo, equal lang dapat siya. So, kung binaliktad ito is 0.01625 reciprocal, which is this value. And ito, reciprocal is this value, which is equal to this value, no? Tapos mag-switch lang yung inequality. Okay? So, ang confidence interval lang dito is 1.7, sabi na 1.6 to 0.45. Tapos dito naman, it's 2.29, 2.20 to 61.55. Okay? And these two are the same interpretation, no? Magkaiba lang yung niya, yung numerators at denominators. Okay? So I hope that correction or I hope na clarify yung any miscalculations na nagawa natin, and I apologize na hindi ko siya nakita agad. And I hope you remember this, no? And siguro sa next meeting din before we start with hypothesis testing, i-remind ko na lang din kayo of this correction. Okay? So thank you for listening, and I'll see you when I see you guys.